So there is a new investigation now that shows long delays in medical treatment for veterans may be more common than we once thought, because these stories just keep on coming, folks. You may remember the recent scandal at a VA hospital in Arizona. Now, a Veterans Affairs investigation reveals a similar practice that has been going on in Fort Collins, Colorado. Staff members allegedly told to falsify the records to indicate that patients were seen much sooner than they actually were. Pete Hegseth is CEO of Concerned Veterans of America and a Fox News contributor. Pete, good morning. Good to see you.
Good morning, Martha.
So we talked a lot about Phoenix and what happened there with these horrendous wait times and families who say that they believe they lost their loved ones as a result of those wait times. We know that the VA has already admitted to 23 cases and deaths that were related to these wait times. And now we're getting word that in Colorado, similar things are happening. What's your reaction?
My reaction is we knew all along that it wasn't just Phoenix. This is not just Phoenix. This is not just Fort Collins, Colorado. This is systemic, endemic to the culture, unfortunately, at the Department of Veterans Affairs. Here in Fort Collins, at an outpatient clinic, you've got clerks told you will falsify the records so that it looks like veterans are waiting less than 14 days, even though they're waiting many times months for a basic appointment at a healthcare facility. Otherwise, they were told, we'll put you on a bad boy list. So all the incentives are for these clerks to falsify the records so that they can preserve their jobs and managers can look better. All the while, veterans are waiting and waiting and waiting. It isn't just Colorado. It isn't just Phoenix. This is unfortunately VA-wide.
Let's take a look at some of these numbers. These are from the Colorado facility. This is the wait time 2013. VA medical appointments, new patients seen within 14 days. That's what they're supposed to do. Only 41% were actually seen within 14 days. And you go to the mental health appointments, and you've got a similar picture. 66% were seen within the 14 days there. So it's documented that, you know, huge numbers of people are not getting in under those wait times, and they're just sitting out there suffering.
Think about that, Martha. Only 41% of Americans veterans, that means 59% of Americans veterans are waiting more than 2 weeks for a basic health care appointment at the Department of Veterans Affairs. And that's based on data and statistics that VA is giving us. And we know in Phoenix and in Colorado, you've already got clerks and administrators falsifying wait times. So I guarantee you that 41% number is actually lower. Less than 41% of veterans are getting served within 2 weeks when they ask for an appointment. That is an abject failure of a system that's been given billions and billions and billions more. And then you talk about mental health, only 66% seen within 2 weeks. When it comes to mental health, that can be a life and death situation with a veteran who needs to see and be provided care. Oftentimes, instead, they're seen quickly and given medication, and that's it. And you see the problems we've had with suicides and others. It's a serious problem, and it comes from a lack of accountability and a lack of oversight at the Department of Veterans Affairs.
You know, we talk about this, and then, you know, out of one side of everyone's mouth is, you know, thank you for your service, we honor our vets, and then you look at the reality of what they're actually living with and how they're being treated. It seems to me that this needs to be screamed from the rafters, from the very top, or nothing is going to change.
No, that's fair. That's right. Everyone wants to help veterans, including Congress. So Congress allocates more funds, and they think they're taking care of them. The problem is not dollars, Martha. The problem at the Department of Veterans Affairs is oversight and accountability. When you can't fire managers who aren't performing properly, or if the VA in Washington won't provide oversight, instead cover up, or Congress won't provide oversight, just send more money, nothing changes. Has to start with accountability. Someone should be fired in Phoenix. They've been put on administrative leave with pay. That's not a consequence. Someone in Colorado should be held accountable. Problem is, no one can be fired. That's why the VA Management Accountability Act, which is in the House and the Senate, would give that tool to the Secretary to actually fire bad managers. That's how you start to provide accountability.
Absolutely, like any other organization across this country, when there's complete failure, you got to fire somebody who's running that organization. Pete, thank you very much.
Right.
We'll stay on it,
Thank you,
as
Martha.
I know you will.